wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. I am Iftiana Zulfa. My student number is 11 and I'm from class I. On this nice occasion, I will to present about analysis poem, the title of Still I Rise, poem by Maya Angelou. You might write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may treat me in the very dark, but still like dust I'll rise. Does my sadness upset you? Were you bathed with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've caught whole wells, pumping in my living room, just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of Titus, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, both head and lowered eyes, sewers falling down like teardrops? We can't find my soulful cries. Does my heart noise over you? Don't you take it awful hard? 'Cause I live, I had God called mines, digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me over words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your head's fullness, but still, like air, I will rise. Does my hardness open you? Don't you take it out full hard? 'Cause I've got coal mines digging in my own backyard. You might shoot me with your words, you might cut me with your eyes, you might kill me with your heartfulness, but still I will rise. Does my success upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've caught diamonds at the meetings of my things? Out of the hatch of history's seams, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pine, I rise. I'm a black ocean, living in white, willing and swilling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into daybreak that warmly clears, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my acceptor gave, and the dreams and hope of the slaves. I rise, I rise, I rise. Next I will to explain the analysis poem about the theme in Still I Rise. The main theme of the poem is about self-empowerment, perseverance, and injustice. In the text, the author Angelou himself talked about the oppression of his own feelings. In question from the word "you," seems to represent the various injustice faced by people of colors, women, and all communities that are marginalized and trivialized during recorded history. Here we can see that the poet seeks to empower himself as well as daughters who underestimated abilities, strength, beauty, intelligence. This is clearly seen in sentences such as "You might step on me on the ground or but still like this I will rise." Next I will to explain about analyze each stanza. Step by stanza. The first stanza. In this poem, Maya Angelou gives with all her heart and soul to declare that nothing and nothing can oppress her. She didn't care what the history books says, because she knew they were full of lies that distorted the facts. She won't let it bother him. the toddler's people tramples him on very dirty grounds. She claims that if she is trampled on the grounds, she will rise up like dust. Okay, and next, the second stanza. In the second stanza, she asks a question. This is an interesting question. As she reverts to her own tones as sassiness and asks the hearers if her sassy tone upsetting. The poet notices that the people around her in her society are bathed with gloom. When she succeeds, she questions this. She knows that she is succeeded in life, in her writing, and as a woman, the oil wells pumping in her living room symbolize her success. And next, the third stanza. Okay, sorry, I have coach. In this stanza, he compares himself to the moon and sun as they are affected by the tides. This gives the reader the understanding that the speaker has no other choice but to rise from his suffering. No doubt it was in his nature to rise up and fight back against oppression to like the title in response to the moon. Okay, next, the fourth stanza. The speaker's question in this verse are tired, relevant, and aptly accusing. She knows that his own success is being reshaped with bitterness by races and her society. So she directed this question to a society that had been trying to persecute him for a long time. She asked them if they wanted to him broken, depressed, and bitter. Okay, next, the fifth stanza. She continues with the questions directed and addresses society, which she asks whether her happiness is offensive. She knows that society reasons seeing a black woman full of braids. This question has an air of sarcasm which serves to point out of the hypocrisy of society as it is embittered by the success of one that its heart tried to oppress. The speaker continues in a sarcastic tone as she pretends to comfort the hearer. And next, the sixth stanza. In this stanza, she lets society know that no matter what it does to oppress her, it will not succeed. The poet lets society know that it cannot prevail against her with word or looks. She proclaims that society cannot prevail against her even if the manages to have her killed because of its hatefulness. She claims that she will still like our race. Okay, next, the seventh stanza. The speaker continues her questioning of society. By this time in the poem, it becomes apparent that the speaker has played society on trial and is now in the process of cross-examination. She knows the answers of this question, but to ask them is to incriminate to offender. While she asks incriminating question, she simultaneously reveals incredible self-confidence despite the oppression of society. And the next 8th stanza. In this stanza, the speaker finally reveals to the past the reason that she is oppressed and the reason that to this day. She called slavery historicism, and she proclaims that she will not be held down by the past, even if it is rooted in pain. Okay, the last stanza. That is ninth stanza. In the final stanza, the speaker reveals that she intends to leave behind all the effects of slavery and the history of oppression with intellectuals above it. She claims that she will leave behind the terror and fear, and that she will rise above the pain and the oppression into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. The speaker does not intend to allow hatefulness of society or the pride of the past to stop her from becoming all that she ever dreams of being. For this reason, she repeats 3 times, "I rise." Okay, this is the analysis each stanza. Okay, and next I will to explain about the structure and from. Still I Rise is 9 stanza poem that comes into a series of uneven lines. The first 7 stanzas contains 4 lines, known as stanzas. Stanza 8 has 6 lines and 9 has 9. The first 7 verses follows the ABCB rhyme scheme, the 8 ABABCC, and the 9 ABABCC Okay, next I will to explain about tone and mood. In the poem Still I Rise, Angelou takes on a strong and firm tone throughout his writing. By discussing firsthand the strengths, parts, and future of his marginalized and backward community, she was able to create a very similar mood. A reader should step away from feelings inspired, excited, and refueled Still Rise with courage and strength. Okay, and the third, I will to explain about poetic techniques and figurative about the poem. When joy in Still I Rise. Okay, let's begin. The first. Angelou make use of several poetic techniques and different kind of figurative language in Still I Rise. This includes anaphora, alliteration, and similes. The first, anaphora, is the repetition of a word or phrase at the beginning of the multiple lines, usually in the succession. In this piece, a reader should look to stanza 6 for an example. Here, Angela uses the phrase "you my" at the start of lines 1 through 3. Okay, second, alliteration. Alliteration occurs when words are used in succession or at least appear close together and begin with the same letter. For instance, Hearts of History in line 1 of the 8th stanza and Give and Calf in stanza 9. Okay, the last stanza or third. A simile is a comparison between two unlike things that uses the word like or as. A poet uses this kind of figurative language to say that one thing is similar to another, not like metaphor that this is another. In the third stanza of Still I Rise with the line just legs of scorching height, or in lines 3 and 4 of 5th stanza, cows I like I've cut cold mines, teaching in my own backyards. Okay, next I will to explain about similar poem. Maya Angelou is very well known for the empowering poetry that goes to great lengths to fight for women, especially dedicated to black women. Other poems similar to Angelou's Still I Rise include Phenomenal Woman and Woman Work. Readers might also be interested in Audre Lorde's Power and Primer from Beck's by Quentin books. Okay, I think this is all about my presentation analysis poem, the title I Still I Rise. I think this is all I can tell you. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Sorry for the mistake and see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.